I went book shopping at a secondhand bookstore on the weekend, so I thought we'd quickly go through what I got. The first two are ones that I've actually already read. So the first one is They're Going to Love You by Meg Howry, and I have talked about this I don't know how many times already. I only recently read it. It's one of my favorites for the year. I listened to it as an audiobook. So when I saw it at the shop, it was $10 and I thought I am getting that. I don't love this cover. The cover on the audiobook that I read was definitely better. Before I had read it, I had seen this cover and it sort of turned me off. I don't like the orange. Oh, and the back is weird. I've just noticed it looks like she's wearing one of those you know, hats that they wear, the Royal Guards wear, or whatever they're called, the Beefeaters. Very strange. I don't think it represents the book well, but I got it anyway, so I can read it if I ever want to cry again. The second book was another one that I'd already read, Thirst for Salt for Madeleine Lucas. Madeleine Lucas? Sorry. This is an Australian book. A young woman goes on holiday to an Australian coastal town with her mother and begins an affair with a much older local man. I really liked the writing in this book. I would say that not much happened, but that is my favorite kind of book. I loved the way that the location was described, the weather was described. I loved the vibe of the house that they were staying in. I think this is a real vibes-based book, if that makes sense. I think I read this on my phone, so when I saw it again, $10, I was like, let's get it. The third book I got is actually one that's been on my TBR for a few years. It's called Mrs. S by Kay Patrick. I don't really know where I heard about it or why it's on my TBR, but it sounds good. So in an elite English boarding school where the girls kiss the marble statue of the famous dead author who used to walk the halls, a young Australian woman arrives to take up the antiquated role of matron. Within this landscape of immense privilege, she finds herself unsure of her role, her accent, and her body. That is until she meets Mrs. S, the headmaster's wife, a woman who is her polar opposite, assured, sophisticated, a paragon of femininity. Over the course of a long, restless heatwave, the matron finds herself irresistibly drawn closer into Mrs. S's world, and their unspoken desire blooms into an illicit affair of electric intensity. But as the summer begins to fade, both women know that a choice must be made. Powerfully sensual and sublimely stylish, Mrs. S is a tale of queer love that smoulders with the heat of summer. Interesting. I really like this cover too. I think that's probably why I put it on my TBR, because reading that, I have no memory of that, but I love the cover. Somebody might have recommended it. I don't know. The last one we won't spend too much time on because it's a bit embarrassing, but I really love Jack Reacher, so I just got another Jack Reacher book.